Hi, in this video I will discuss about if function. Let's take this scenario. If you look at this table, you can see that sales rep column and sales amount is there, and commission column is pending. That means we need to provide the commission based on their sales. The threshold is 30,000. That means if the sales amount is 30,000 or above, the sales rep is going to get a commission of 20%, otherwise 1%. Okay, so how do we give the commission? How do we calculate this commission? It's if I do this manually, equal to 40,000. Okay, 40,000 means that is about 30,000, so this person is going to get 20%. Yes. Now what about the second one? Sarah, 25,000. That means that is less than 30,000, so which is equal to 25,000 multiplied by 1%. Okay, so this table is not a very long table. What if it is a very long table? So do this manually takes time. We need a function to do this job. So if you examine how I got this answer, actually Excel did 50% of the job and I did 50% of the job. Like Excel did the calculation. See, if I do the multiplication, he did the calculation, but I choose the number. That means 20% or 1% that I choose, because if I checked here whether the number is greater than 30,000 or not. That is a logical part. The multiplication part done by Excel. But this time I want Excel to do both the jobs. So how can you do that? Is there any function available for that? Yes, there is one called if function. The function name is if. So how does it work? So let me write the function if, and when I examine, you can see that three elements are required. One is a logical test, then value if it is true. That means I can ask the Excel if function to do if the condition is true, or I can ask the Excel function to do whether it is false. Okay, so I'm trying to give the job to him. Earlier I checked the value, whether the value is greater than 30,000 or not. This time I'm asking the if function check this particular cell is greater than or equal to 30,000. Okay, so if function can return true or false, depends on the value of the sales. Okay, and if this condition is true, what to do? If it is true, I need 20% of the sales amount. So let me pick the sales amount and multiplying with 20%. Okay, and also you can see that it is highlighted. Now what if it is false? It depends on your choice. In this case I want 1%, so 40,000 multiplied by 1%, and then close the bracket. So he gave me 20% of that number. So to check this function is working for other numbers, let me copy this formula by dragging this down. Okay, as you can see that 25,000 is less than 30,000. She got only 1% of that number. Here Matthew is also the same. So this is how the if function works. What I can do is, let me replace the 30,000 with the cell value 30,000. Let me remove 30,000 and then just 30,000, and then 20% with 20, and then 1% with 1%, and what I need to do is to log these ones: absolute reference of AB6, absolute reference of AB7, and absolute reference of AB8, and click enter. Now I can scroll all the way down. So the benefit is later the low rate is changed to 5%, then these two people is going to receive more than what they used to get. Okay, this is how if function works. Now I'll show you with another function called if s. If s means more than one condition. Here also we had two conditions, but we did with if function because by default if function can and give you outputs based on true or false. That means two outputs if function can give. Let me write the if s function, which is equal to if s, then logical test greater than or equal to 30,000. And what if it is true? What if it is true? What do you want to do if it is true? Okay, so sorry, it's not x5. Let me pick the sales number. Okay, if it is true, take the same number and multiply with 20%. And there is no false. There is no false. Same like in if. Here, always logical test, then value if it is true. Logical test, value if it is true. So we have a second condition, that is, what if it is less than 30,000? That is the second condition. How do we write this? In this case, I'm going to write if this number is greater than or equal to 0. Why? First test will take the numbers which is above 30,000, and if it is less than 30,000, he pass on to the second condition. So the second condition check whether the number is greater than 0. Okay, if it is 0, take this number and multiply by 1%. That's it. Now let me click hold and drag this. Yeah, almost all the answers are not the same because of here 5%, but the one I chose is 1%. Okay, so this is how the if s function works, and you can try with multiple conditions with if s function. This is a basic understanding of if function and if s function. Thank you for watching.